the site that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll find Jones again. Complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Rodgers now after the sack. He'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, 41 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Alan Lazard. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Mahomes again. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd down at 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now here's Mahomes. That's to a former Packer, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mahomes now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
On second down, they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of... Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On one, right?
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 33 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Now, before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there, as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's... Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Burrow. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll decide to keep this once more. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be out right at the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And they're not going to get the kickoff in time. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here we go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Mixing up the middle, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders, and that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here. Catch is made by Hardman. Oh, he shifts past him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, here we go, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll go option to the short side. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's the option. Running right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
12.
Now Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Tony. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Mahomes will throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Mahomes. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for two here. Mahomes. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. And the lead is cut to two here in the fourth. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Mahomes to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final try for Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good end.